Hello and welcome back once again to product placement. So a little while back in the last month or so, you saw me do two other Pringles flavors, one being everything bagel and the second one being chili cheese fries. And I don't remember if I mentioned it in either of those videos, but between the time that I saw those at my local Walmart and before I went back to get them at my local Walmart, I actually visited another Walmart in one of the neighboring towns when I was driving around to do some work stuff. I stopped in there to get a couple things and I saw another flavor in there and it seemed like such a unique flavor. I was like, oh, I'll easily remember that one and look for it at my local one. I didn't snap a picture of it like I normally do when I see new products I want to try. I'll snap photos just so I remember them. But I didn't do that. I didn't write it down. I didn't make any note because I thought I would remember it. And then when I got back to my local Walmart here, I found the everything bagel Pringles again and I found the chili cheese fries Pringles again. And I was like, well, wait, what was that third flavor that I saw at the other one? And I looked around, couldn't find it anywhere. And I think the reason I couldn't remember is because when I originally saw it, I thought it was one of those two that I originally saw, and that the everything bagel one that I saw at that point was the third flavor, but I actually had them backwards. So unfortunately, I don't get to that side of town that often to where I could go back and get it from the Walmart that I saw it at. But as I said, I was on vacation last month, and as I went into a Walmart there, I saw a couple more of what I am assuming are exclusive to Walmart flavors. But then as I was looking around to see what else they had, I saw what I now remember to be the third flavor I saw at the other Walmart. So I was able to get it while I was on vacation, brought it back home with me, and I have it today for us to try. And I do have the other two flavors as well. Those will be the next couple videos you see after this one. But the flavor we're going to be trying today is, again, probably a Walmart exclusive because I haven't seen it at any other store other than Walmart. But it is this flavor, Pringles Loaded Potato Skins. So since the other one I saw was the everything bagel and the chili cheese fries, you could see why I kind of thought it was loaded potato skins and chili cheese fries, and then the everything bagel was the third flavor, until I went back and looked at the photo I had taken and went back to my store and they only had everything bagel and chili cheese fries, and I couldn't find this one anywhere until I went on my vacation. As soon as I saw this one on the shelf next to the other two that I saw, I was like, oh yeah, that was the third one I was going to get. So I said, well, let me grab it since I see it, because I probably won't be able to find it again when I get back home, and that way I just have it in the car, and when I get back home I can get around to filming the video for it. So that's what we're doing today, is loaded potato skins. Again, potatoes are chips, chips are potatoes. So how is this going to taste like a loaded potato skin? Well, from what I know of loaded baked potatoes, it usually consists of butter, bacon, cheese, and sour cream. So I'm guessing these are at least going to taste like bacon, cheese, and sour cream, and maybe a little bit of chive. So that's what I'm thinking, especially looking at the label here and seeing the image that's on it. There could be a few other flavors in there, but I'm guessing it's at least those main four. So let's pop this open and see if we are correct. Find the pull tab, open it up. First of all, let's hit it with the smell test. Here we go. Smells like Pringles in a can. Pringles has such a unique scent as a potato chip that it's like anytime you smell it, even if it's supposed to be another flavor, it's like, oh yeah, that's Pringles. Let's take out a chip here, just one this time, not two or three like I did the other time. Let's give it a smell test up close. Definitely added scent there. A little bit of a cheddary smell. Definitely a bacon smell. Not getting much in the way of sour cream or chive like I was thinking I would. So I'm leaning more towards bacon and cheese. Let's give it a taste test and see if I'm right. Cheers. Yeah, I wasn't far off on that one. So it mostly tastes like the cheddar cheese Pringles if you've had those, but there is a little extra hint of bacony flavor in there. A little bit of a creaminess, so maybe a bit on the sour cream side, but it's not real pronounced. It's not real heavy. It basically just tastes like the cheddar cheese Pringles. Let's try another one. Yeah, so on the second one there, again, cheddar cheesy flavor, but I am getting more of like a sour cream and onion kind of flavor at the end, like as an aftertaste now. It's kind of floating around on my tongue. And it does have that little pop of bacon flavor in there as well. So yeah, overall, I think they kind of nailed it with this one. They got the four basic elements I was thinking of. The bacon is definitely there in the smell and a little bit in the taste. The cheese is definitely there with the cheddar cheese flavor. That little creamy undertone, definitely reminiscent of like a sour cream and onion or a sour cream and chive type of thing. So yeah, I think they kind of nailed this one. It mostly still just tastes like Pringles, but it does have those flavors to it. So I can definitely see they were going, if you gave me this blindfold and said, what flavor is this? I might have leaned towards loaded baked potato, but it would have been with the smell. Because like I said, I don't get a lot of heavy bacon in the flavor, but it's definitely there in the smell. Had I been able to smell it while blindfolded and then tasted it and smelled the bacon and tasted the cheesiness, I probably would have leaned towards loaded baked potato, but I don't know if I would have quite got there. I probably would have leaned more towards like bacon cheeseburger or something, but I think I did that one before. I don't think it tastes like bacon cheeseburger from what I can remember. I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch the old video to find out. But yeah, not a lot else to say about it than that. Tastes like bacon, tastes like cheddar, but tastes like sour cream, and tastes like potato chips, especially Pringles potato chips. So that is going to do it for this episode. Again, as always, thank you guys for watching. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, share the video. Links links are in the description. Ring the bell over here somewhere. Make sure you get notifications every time I post new content. And until next time, cheers.